Richter says he's very turned on.
Nice. Just like the Google Hangout. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to X-Marks the Spot with me, your host, Richter Hammer. Joining me today are Chriz, a.k.a. the Mole.
What's up?
And Mr. James Phoenix.
What's up?
And we do not have Marcus Shadow here, but he graciously...
With that.
What's up? You got to do a higher pitch. Anyway.
What's
up? But he did graciously give us his awards so we can read them for him.
And he did also note to us that he may be here at some point before the end of this recording. So.
Oh man, is he gonna pull a Jim from last week and just pop in there?
He's gonna Dean Ambrose. He's gonna hitchhike here from Philadelphia.
There you go.
No, it's gonna be like that time when, essentially speaking, Austin had been injured. Then they clearly hyped the fuck up that he was appearing that night. Then all night it was, wait, I got word he might be coming in the back. Oh wait, no, that was someone else. Got the word he might be coming in the back. No, that was someone else. And then it's like, wait, are you gonna leave it till the end like you always do? And he comes at the end. It's like, oh my god, did you expect him to be here? Yes, you spent the whole show talking about it, and the weeks leading up to it. It's not that big a surprise. Be more of a surprise if his music hitting Gilbert would have out.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
That's rock hard.
Yeah. And that's the top line, 'cause Rock Hard said so.
Yes.
All right. So, as we normally do, we will go through our awards and then match and promo of the night, the various shows that we saw. So, as I mentioned before, since Marcus is not here at this time, the Mole here will be reading his awards. So, I bet our ratings will go up because it'd be like, oh, it's like twice as much Mole, and like 100% less Marcus, and then oh, now it's my turn to be mean because he's not here and not listening. Anyway, so with your first award, take it away, Mole.
I gave the first.
Well, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna send Aeon Rider out in some slightly different glasses and a really short wig, and we're gonna send him out, and we're gonna call him Marcus to see if anyone notices. And it'll be like what Fake Diesel and Fake Razor Ramon.
Yes.
Yeah, as long as a few months later we repackage him as, I don't know, someone along the lines of, I don't know, Alan, Richter's brother.
There you go, perfect.
That burned to death when he failed to blow in his Nest cartridge.
He come in and he rips the fourth wall off the hangout.
Yeah, or just because we've been talking about it a lot, will he be dressed like a woman but with a mask, and he'll be coming in and go, "Hello, my name is Wife Blade." My first award, I called it, "No wonder WWE movies are like they are."
Yep.
And that was because of a joke in the pre-show in which Corey Graves said, yeah, I was going to go and see that film, Birdman, but I realized it wasn't about Coco Beware.
Wow.
Which, the joke itself was hilarious. However, when you take it in context if he's representing WWE, it's like, wait, so you weren't going to see the Oscar thing because it didn't star Coco Beware? Yeah, no wonder your films suck. However, the joke was still funny. I was going to see Birdman, but I realized it was not about Coco Beware.
And in all fairness, this is the opinion of a guy who comes to the pre-show looking like a really, really well-dressed drug dealer.
He does.
All right. So with your first award, take it away, James.
All right. Oh, excuse me. Interesting. I only have 2 awards for Raw, and I have 3 awards about news. But we'll do the Raw awards first. Pretty straightforward. I give it a first award called the Viper Strikes because Randy Orton came back, and I missed Randy Orton. there's not nearly enough out of nowhere things happening, so that's been rectified. Now, because Randy Orton is back, there needs to be at least 5 mentions of Randy Orton as a table in this and every podcast in order to make WWE pay attention and make that happen.
That should happen.
And Joe, yeah, Randy Orton came back, and part of the award, because I couldn't think of a catchy name, part of the award I also like to give the fact that they somehow managed to sort of make him still on the Authority, because that was kind of a swerve. I didn't see that coming.
Which, yeah, I do like that storyline going forward of,
Yeah.
oh my god, will he turn on Seth? Oh my god. Or is Orton gonna, and it's like, he's obviously gonna turn. My guess is he's just waiting until he has the perfect moment when it's just him and Seth. It's not like him, Seth, and Kane and Big Show and all the other people that will jump him and repeat what happened last time.
Oh my god, that's it. The perfect moment. You realize what's gonna happen, don't you?
What's that?
He's going to wait until Seth cashes in his briefcase, and then he's going to RKO him and screw him out of his title shot. That would be brilliant.
Awesome.
That'd be amazing if Orton's the ref.
Ha!
So Orton gets the bell rung when right as Seth's about to do it, doom, RKO, and costs him the contract.
Yeah, he just puts the rock on top of him, just counts it. But yes, how about Marcus's first award?
Yes. Marcus's first award. Take
Marcus's
it away.
first award is 2 words award.
Oh, of
That's what
course
he calls it. For Daniel Bryan validating Roman Reigns in a pretty good promo where he effectively tells his fans that he doesn't care if they cheer or boo Roman Reigns. Reigns is the man and they need to get over themselves. End quote.
Of course he gave that an award. Frickin' Daniel Bryan, Mark.
Which, I'm going to say, that promo felt really fucking forced.
Sorry, part of me just thought, is that where Marcus is? He's getting over himself.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
I want to make a really bad joke, but I won't. It's about a certain thing that's happened in the news.
I thought of that. Yeah.
He's become what he hates. But I'm not going to do it out of respect. I won't do it this time. More on that next week. No. I'm kidding.
I have no idea what the references you're making, so I'm just going to pretend I do.
Actually, maybe I thought of something different too. Anyway.
I was thinking of a certain person passing away.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, fair enough. I thought it was related to that, but I don't get the exact reference, but fair enough. Moving along.
And he is a legend killer.
Oh, right.
Okay, but
And
I
he's
was
not
going.
here?
Yeah, he's in hiding.
Yeah.
No. Like I said, I'm not going to do it. But that promo itself, like that, it was an okay promo, but it felt really fucking forced. And I know a lot of Daniel Bryan fans were pissed off by this. As I mentioned to Marcus at the time with that, it's basically like how he would have felt when The Rock came out after losing to Cena and talked about how awesome Cena was. It's like, it's kind of always shitty when that happens, where you're like, that shouldn't have happened. Oh, great, now you're going to make the person that we like talk about how awesome it was that the thing in question happened. Great. That doesn't make us feel like shit.
Yeah.
Nope.
But back to Hammy in the Ivory Tower.
All right. This award. Which one should I do first?
Number 1.
It's like Sophie's choice.
Start with 1 and work your way to 5. That's the way I normally go.
I think they're in. Yeah, I think they're in order. Well, I don't know. Okay.
The beginning
First
is a very good place to start.
Actually, no. You need to go way back to before the beginning. This is X-Marks 1.5, or if you're in the UK, X-Marks 3.
All right. So, okay, for this one, we're going to NXT because, of course, that's like pretty much all we can see. But this is the greatest thing since sliced bread #2 award, and this is at the top of the show where they were hyping up that the Brian Kendrick was coming back, and
Oh my God!
so I was
I
like, oh.
love the Brian Kendrick.
As they called him, the post-apocalyptic scavenger. I'm like, I like that. I've never heard anyone say that though. I like that.
Yeah, I loved the Brian Kendrick. I thought his gimmick and everything was just perfect once he went to the Brian Kendrick. I also loved him with Paul London and stuff, and I thought he was horribly mistreated by WWE, so hopefully this rectifies it.
Hopefully.
We can hope.
I just hope it's not a case of, yeah, you're too old, you're only on here to put people over, because that would be horrible. Like, if he comes back, and it's like when Matt Hardy came back and he's now fat and useless, it'd be like, oh. I hope Brian Kendrick isn't fat and useless.
I hope so.
Because that's my gimmick.
He's gonna come back and feud with Rhino.
That would be like everything that shouldn't happen. All right, we're gonna get these old guys to help work with the new guys. All right, you two old guys go for it.
And that's Rhino with a Y. People need to remember, Rhino with a Y.
Well, why not? It is the appropriate season. That's usually what half the WrestleMania feuds are.
That's true.
That's not true. What about Sting challenging that, going again one-on-one with that young up-and-comer Triple H? I'm expecting good things from that Triple H. They've been building him up and putting him in this gimmick where he's the boss, so now he's finally wrestling. I'm hoping we see great things.
They've been building him up for the past 18 years.
That is true, but that was long-haired Triple H. This is him being packaged as the undefeated Snitsky.
All right, so with your next award, take it away, Mole.
Number 2 is You're the Music Man. And that's because, as my note says here, ZZ Top on Raw, nuff said.
Yeah.
Because I'll admit I shouldn't have, but one of the things I marked out for, and I'm using air quotes, marked out for Raw the most was just random ZZ Top appearance. Oh my god, it's ZZ Top! And I'm like, wait, why is that the best part of Raw?
Have you seen Raw? That's probably
because
why.
these are the other parts of Raw.
Yeah, but that was the last one of my awards from Raw, and it's on to news for me too. Hopefully you haven't taken my news.
I don't think so.
I'm hoping you have different news. But yes, back to the castle in the sky.
There we go.
Situated above the Ivory Tower. The Ivory Tower is just like the Hall of Justice. He's actually in the castle in the sky.
All right, so
although in a few months' time we will keep mentioning Castle in the Sky, and then that'll become a decoy, and then he'll get a space station. That's how this works.
Fair enough.
All right, Jim, your second award.
All right. My second award, just because. Why the hell not? Because it's something new. I called it new talent worth millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. Because I'm actually in favor of a feud between the Primetime Players and the Ascension, because that can do nothing but help them both, to be honest. If they can have a match and just come out and have like a 5 to 10 minute match every week, and just be like, okay, the Primetime Players are back together, we're gonna push them. The Ascension don't like these guys because they came out of nowhere and all of a sudden started beating them in matches when they don't think they should be. They can just build that into a great feud, and it's not like we don't know that all 4 of those guys can, to some extent or another, wrestle. Except maybe Titus. So, that could be a good feud. I mean, you got the Primetime Players who you want to push but are not necessarily going to be right in the tag team because you want to warm them back up, get them back in the picture. You got the Ascension who need a good feud that they're not going to get probably buried in like the fucking New Age Outlaws. So
how did they get buried in the New Age Outlaws? They beat them.
they beat him on a pay-per-view, yes, but number one, you don't get over by beating a couple of 40 to 50-year-old dudes, and that was after they got their ass kicked by like 3 old-ass tag teams on the Raw before.
When you say that, I just have to say 2 words to you.
Suck it.
Legend killer. Literally got Orton over by beating a load of 40-year-olds things. Hell, he even did it to Hulk Hogan, who's God knows. My guess is Hulk Hogan's so old, he basically went with Jesus and won a crucifixion he wasn't scheduled to appear in.
Can you win a crucifixion? I'm pretty sure you can lose at one, but I don't know if you can win.
Yes, you nailed the other guy first.
Oh, the only way to win is to not play.
The only way to win is to nail him to the cross.
Yeah.
It's like a casket match.
I'm pretty sure the only way to win a crucifixion is to be the Undertaker.
Now I want that crucifixion match.
There you go. But anyway, yeah.
I'm pretty sure someone will have done one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just felt like the Ascension were just getting basically set up for the purpose of generic tag team that can get their asses kicked that nobody cares about. But I think you're putting with the guys like the primetime players who are not big faces that you're afraid, they're not going to look legitimate when they lose. These guys could easily go back and forth losing to each other and actually have a legitimate feud. So I fully support the idea of the primetime players feuding with the Ascension because that could be, kind of awesome. Because the Ascension are those kind of like dark, serious heels, whereas the primetime players tend to be usually more upbeat and fun. So that could be a great feud. I'm actually interested in that, shockingly.
I could agree with that. Although I feel the Ascension should have gone for a different team first, one that could not be hurt by losing, like Usos, who are still wildly popular. Only because the primetime players consists of Titus O'Neil, who was jobbed out with Heath Slater for the best part of the year. Then suddenly he appears, and him and Darren Young won the match against the unbeatable team via pinfall. It's like, wait, what? That kind of makes the Ascension look weak in my eyes.
That's true.
I meant they should have done the Usos then this feud, if that makes sense, and also did like the primetime players verse, like I don't know, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, or some, just some heel team that could get them over at the same time. But that was just my thoughts.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
However, it was still cool to see them reunite and win.
Indeed.
And it's also worth noting Darren Young totally doesn't look like Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
Nice.
All right, so with Marcus's second award, take it away, Mole.
The Devil's Slowest Demons Award. Which is Tyson Kidd and Cesaro defeating the Usos via DQ after being owned most of the match. That's right, a 30-year-old man just said owned. That happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's a step up above pwned, so.
It is.
Yeah, I would make the case that Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, they deserve a win, and to be fair, losing for most of the match then coming back, that's pretty much most of the faces, so it's kind of funny when a heel does it. However, I can also understand why he would have some gripe with that. So, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hamster.
So for my second award, this is the Selfie Help Award for the end of Hideo Itami's match. Tyler Breeze came out and knocked him down, and using his selfie stick was trying to set up a really nice picture. And you could probably see this coming, but like he was like looking, and you could see him on the ground, and then he would like adjust it or whatever. And then one time he does it, and Itami's standing up, and then like beats him up. But it was pretty funny. Just it was, you could kind of see it coming, but it was still done well, and it was just funny to see him like in the camera, and you just see him standing up, and he's like, "Oh, what?" He turns around and gets punched.
Which, fun fact for you, Tyler Breeze is the favorite wrestler of your president of the United States, and that's why he also had a selfie stick. He was trying to get Tyson. He was trying to get Tyler Breeze over.
That would be amazing.
It would be.
It'd be even more amazing if
pretty.
it'd be even more amazing if he does it. Like, let's say America starts another war. If he comes out to address the war in an ultra serious way, but he clearly has on like a Sami Zayn t-shirt or a Tyler Breeze t-shirt, the whole thing. I would just be like, wait, what? No, you can't do that.
All right, so with your third award, take it away, Mole.
Some are more equal than others. That's the name of this award, and that is for hashtag Give Divas a Chance. It is worth noting they did the hashtag Give Divas a Chance because on Raw, the Divas match was like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and people got pissed. And they were asking for the Divas to have bigger matches on Raw and be treated as equals to the guys, which they do deserve. And it went all over the Twitters with the hashtag Give Divas a Chance and stuff. Vince did reply saying, "We hear you." People saying, "Give the hashtag Give Divas a Chance." We hear you. Keep watching. So so WWE has taken notice with this, and it's all which there are something to come from this, but I'm not going to go into that in case that was one of Jim's news. But yeah, give Divas a chance. I think that's actually valid, and it's something we've constantly said on this show.
It is valid, but I feel like Vince ran out of characters, and at the end he was supposed to write NXT. Keep watching NXT.
Which, yeah, I totally want to see that. Like, why can't we see like Paige versus Natalia for like a good 20-minute match?
Yeah,
they can easily do it.
I'm sure they could do it. I'm sure it'd be good too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's pretty bad when people like Heath Slater and Hornswoggle normally get longer matches than the Divas.
Indeed.
But yes, back to our lovely, ruggedly good-looking host.
All right, Jim, your next award.
Oh right.
So he accepted that. That's his truth.
He totally did. My third award is actually a combination of both Raw and news, but the news mostly is just not important because there's no substantiation on any of it. But my third award, I call it Brock Lesnar gonna be on Raw tonight. Actually, not going to be on TV tonight, but close enough. Because, yeah, apparently up until about 30 minutes before the show went on the air, WWE was hyping that Brock Lesnar was going to appear on Raw, and no Brock Lesnar, just Paul Heyman.
Yep.
There are unsubstantiated rumors regarding reasons why he might not have been there, from contract problem to all kinds of other crap, but we don't know anything that's true, so we're not going to go there.
Yep. Although, the pre-show stuff was, they kept hyping up Roman Reigns v Brock preview to WrestleMania, and that never happened. And it's like, wait, where is he? I would like to possibly throw out a rename for your award, Jim.
All right.
Get the F out. Just in reference to The Rock cutting a promo on Austin, get the F out, when he did the exact same thing.
There you go.
And it's like, I feel that needs to be the slogan every time someone walks off, it's just get the F out.
There you go. That works.
It's even worked out with Brock being like, no, I'm going home. They'll be like, oh, okay, cool. Wait a minute, he has the title. Why aren't you doing screw jobs to him?
Because he wasn't there.
Just make a thing of, he hasn't defended for 30 days, therefore
there you go.
He's no longer champion. That's one of your rules. It spawned ladder matches.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering, maybe that is a preview of WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. Spoiler alert, next week Brock will show up in the UFC Octagon and drop the WWE title in a trash bin.
Yeah.
I could see that happening.
And that's when CM Punk will just pop out the bin like Oscar the Grouch and go pipe bomb and emerge back down.
Exactly.
That would make that one of the best moments ever. Like, that'd be awesome to see him do that.
That'd be great.
And then just go back in.
Yeah, like can just float back down.
Yeah. Although really, as intimidating as Brock is, you had Paul Heyman, and really, that's really all you need, because really at this point, Raw would be substantially improved if Paul Heyman just did everybody's promos for them.
I would make the case we need Brock on Raw. For WrestleMania, we need it. We need that moment of, like I've said before now, Superman punch and Brock stays down. Yeah. It's like, whoa, what the fuck? Or Roman Reigns goes to do the Superman punch and Brock ducks underneath, catches him, boom, F5. It's like, oh my god, he can't Superman punch Brock Lesnar. What? Just like when they kept saying, Brock can't lift the Big Show. What? And then during the matchup, oh my god, he lifted them. Who saw that coming?
Yeah. He picked up the Big Show, but it's not like he threw him over the top rope to eliminate him from a battle royal. I mean, nobody could do that.
Yeah.
Well, if your strength is high enough in 2K13.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so
also, ironically, that you mentioned that, it should be noted that I don't believe Brock is scheduled to appear again for like 2 or 3 weeks.
I reckon because he didn't meet his contractual obligation for this week, he should be appear next week, so they can use one of his appearances.
That would make sense. Logically speaking.
That would work.
That would work.
All right, so with Marcus's next award, take it away, Mole.
That is not what Rick Duo would.
Nice.
For John,
really
yes, because John Cena steals Richter Hammer's catchphrase by saying, "Because this is what I do." Thank you.
You stole the catchphrase I stole.
Pretty much.
Yo, yeah. Dog, I heard you like to steal anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Richter, it's your cousin. Would you like to go bowling? Sorry, I thought you were doing something else. My bad.
Oops.
But yes, that was all he had written.
Okay.
Or wrote it. Or to be more accurate, he chiseled this into a giant stone and took a photo for me.
I like that idea. It's like, technology's scary. Chisels it. Need get camera. Need email.
He chiseled it to the top. It literally says, the commandments of Marcus Shadow. Thou shalt not steal Richter's catchphrase.
All right, so my next award, this is the Careful What You Wish For award. After getting left on the apron by his partner, Ty Dillinger said that he wanted answers from Jason Jordan as to why he left him, and then he's like, I don't care if there's a match next. Whoever has a match, they can come out and I'll fight them too. And then Baron Corbin comes out. And it's just like, well, I know exactly what's going to happen, but it's just kind of funny.
Nice.
He sold it really well too. Like the music starts and he makes that face like, oh, what did I just do?
Nice.
That's what Ty do.
Well, I would make the comment, I giggled when you made the thing of be careful what you wish for, because I know you didn't. I thought it may have been from the Make-A-Wish Foundation stuff that WWE's been doing this week, showing Triple H and Stephanie showing up. Oh. It's like, yeah, I wish I could meet Triple H. 20-minute Triple H promo in the hospital. One kid just goes, I've got cancer that goes through my entire body and makes me feel nothing but extraneous pain. but that was painful to sit through.
Oh yeah, so many horrible things that would be so funny to say.
Yeah. So, Kurt, I've got 2 words for you. Suddenly, Chris Hansen emerges.
Yes. Did I ever tell you about there? That I wanted to someone had an idea that about putting him in a wrestling game, and his
I had not
finishing
heard
move was take a seat where he hits him with a chair.
that. Nice.
Anyway, and
I used to like him I used to like him though, Chris Hansen, when he was in the band of his brothers who sung Bap. Bap. Unless I'm mistaking him for a different Hansen.
I don't think so. Did they even have a second hit song? I don't know. That's the only one I ever remember hearing.
I'm gonna say yes, but don't follow up on questions.
Okay, fair enough.
And Jim, do not Wikipedia it. This is not something that needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
Bop is the greatest of all their songs, period. That's all that needs to be remembered. It will go down in the pantheons of music as the greatest song of all time. Thank you.
All right, so with your 4th award, take it away, Mole.
Thank you. Will admit that was wrong, but that's what I thought you were going to give the award to. But I gave it to #one more match. And that's not a real hashtag. That's what the award name is. #one more match. And that is because sadly Rey Mysterio is no longer with us. And I mean he's left WWE. I realized how that sounded.
Like, whoa. I was like, is that where Marcus is?
Booyaka 666. But no, Rey Mysterio is no longer with WWE. And I will mention, I do like Rey Mysterio, as I've mentioned in the past. Yeah, like we mentioned, he is oddly fun to beat up in the video games. However, I think Ray's done a lot for WWE, and I do like him, and he does get massive cheers and stuff like that. Like, when I went to a few live shows and stuff like that in recent years as well, he was one of the loudest cheers that night. The second one was for Edge coming out because no one expected him, because it was, right after Edge got injured and was going out of WWE.
Right.
So everyone was like, okay, he's not going to make the tour. And suddenly he came out to where Christian was. He's like, no, you all paid money to see me. You may not see me wrestle, but maybe this will make it up for you. UK, here you go. A special 5-second pose, and pulls out like a Union Jack. And they hold it up and they just start to pose in various poses and stuff. And I'm like, that's awesome. Which I will say I give him props for that, because that was kind of cool of him to do, because he didn't have to do that. But I was about Rey Mysterio. You always see his masks on people, and he's done a lot of work. And I feel he was mistreated in by WWE a lot of times. Like he wins the WWE title just to lose it to Cena the same night, and yet Cena was billed as a face for taking the championship away from the tired face. What? Did Cena not just essentially Money in the Bank it?
That's what he do.
You can't use that. That's Richter's. Oh wait, you are Richter.
That's how he. I was just clarifying that that's what. Anyway. All right. So, with your next award, take it away, Jim.
Okay, well, going back to an earlier topic and a detail that did not get mentioned, I also gave an award to #Give Divas a Chance. But for another reason, because Give Divas a Chance not only got the attention of everybody involved, but it also got the attention, surprisingly, of the divas. And in particular, one AJ Lee, who decided that she was specifically going to voice her diva-related grievances to Stephanie McMahon on Twitter. Stephanie put out a tweet of Patricia Arquette's quote from her Oscar acceptance speech about hashtag, basically saying, "Thank you, at Patty Arquette, for having the courage to fight for hashtag women's rights on such a grand platform. Hashtag use your voice." To which, add WWE AJ Lee, mind you, AJ is still contracted working for Stephanie. Proceeded to try at Steph McMahon. Your female wrestlers have record-selling merchandise and have starred in the highest-rated segment of the show several times. And yet, next tweet, and yet they receive a fraction of the wages and screen time of the majority of the male roster. Hashtag use your voice.
Yeah, which I was going to say, based on that, and Stephanie then thanking her for bringing that to her attention and stuff, and the way it was worded, that looked really fake. Because you'd be stupid to do that. It looks like that's probably going to go into the AJ Steph feud that they teased months back. So I'm thinking they're going to use this as a backdoor to get those two to feud.
It's possible. Again, grain of salt. A little dirt sheets are reporting that that Stephanie was pissed as hell that AJ did this, and she gave that courteous response only because that's what Vince told her to say, rather than make a public debacle out of the whole damn thing. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but like I said, how it read and how it looked and stuff, it looked really forced. That's why I was like, it looked to me like it could have been a storyline.
Maybe.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past WWE to use this as a purpose, as like a backdoor to suddenly sneak a storyline in. Like, let's use this as a platform to bring in the feud you're going to do when you return in a couple of months.
Oh yeah, totally.
I could see that. All right. So with Marcus's next award, take it away, Mole.
Better than Goldberg award. I can't read that without saying it like better than Mama. Better than Goldberg. And that is for baking a part. No, that is for Ryback interrupting Curtis Axel and saying that Ryback was the best tag team. Ryback was the best tag team ever. And then he looks at the camera and just shakes his head.
Yeah. Nice.
Which that segment was kind of okay.
Fair enough. Now, I didn't see this. Is it true that Axel was wearing a Hulkamania shirt?
Yes, ish. It says hashtag Axelmania in this very similar way to Hulkamania t-shirt.
Oh Jesus!
Which, come on, that's funny.
Did he stay up all night to make that?
I don't know. But I did read
by Buff Bagwell's mama.
There you go.
I'll allow it.
But I do.
Sorry.
No, I did read though that over the course of the 5 minutes that the two were on screen for that entire segment, they both announced that they were going to be in the second annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Nice. Which I was gonna say, I kind of want that. They've done storylines before now with like Shelton Benjamin having his mama and being a mama's boy and stuff. I want a wrestler that has a gimmick of a mama's boy, but I want him to come out and I want his trunks and all of his stuff to look like it's been knitted. How hilarious would that be? That'd be fucking hilarious. Like he's wearing knitted wrestling trunks that have been made by his mama with love. It'd be like, oh my god, that's kind of hilarious.
That'd be funny.
And they have to match what his mom is wearing too.
Yes.
Yeah. Like she picked it out.
Well, based on what Shelton Benjamin's mama said, I don't think you want to do that because mamas in WWE tend to get sexually harassed by Vince McMahon. So.
I could see that.
All right. So for my next award, I call this 1,004 moves.
Nice.
And,
R-bar.
Yep, it's related to that because in the NXT women's match, Becky Lynch versus Bayley, Becky Lynch did a really good armbar. She had her in a normal armbar and then flipped around and it was pretty cool, and it looked really painful. And I was like, oh, she went from an armbar into an armbar. That's a pure Jericho move right there. I just thought that was pretty cool.
One does not simply go into an armbar.
That needs to be a picture. One does not simply go into an armbar. Nice. Girl walks into an armbar. So anyway. So I believe the fifth award, take it away, Mole.
Yes. It was also worth noting that was the last of Marcus's awards besides promo.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Should we make up one for him? No, I'm kidding.
And my one is Somebody Save Me. In case you guys don't get the reference, theme song for Smallville. It was just last week when Solomon Crowe, aka Sammy Callahan, I hope I'm saying that right, Mr. Crowe, made his debut for WWE, the company's developmental group. Less than a week later, he's doing something even bigger. On Monday, Crowe had just finished training at the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, when he stopped at a nearby store and heard a crash. He immediately ran outside where a woman had flipped her SUV, and he, along with another onlooker, helped the driver from the vehicle. His tweet: "There was a wreck in front of me. Pulled a young lady out of the upside-down car. Mind blown. Right place, right time." I didn't even think, says Crowe when he was talking to WWE.com. When I saw it, I was wearing sandals and I just took off in a full sprint towards the car. I knew, especially if a car's upside down like that, it can catch fire very easily. GTA logic. He didn't insert that. And whoever was in it, we wanted to get them out. And yeah, that's very different to the Crowe we've seen. And I honestly thought it needs to be mentioned because it's been backed up by him and other sources, so it is official. Solomon Crowe saved a woman from an upside-down SUV.
Nice.
Yes, I never thought it was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's also worth noting the SUV was pushed over by Big Show. And this is building to their feud. No, it's not.
It should also be noted that, of course, he's different from the Crow we've seen, because the Crow we've seen has been either fake or pointing a baseball bat at the WrestleMania sign.
He has.
All right. So
The Ivory Tower.
So with your next award, take it away, Jim.
That's be my last award. And I mentioned this to Mo beforehand because I saw this. I'm like, I have to give this an award. You'll probably get a kick out of it. You have to get a kick out of this, Richter.
Uh-huh.
This is the most ludicrous thing that could possibly happen. This is I can't believe this.
Walton table.
What's that? No, not that good. Richter, we have reached Russoception.
Uh-oh.
Russo swerves Russo is my award. Because it was Vince Russo announced today that he had officially parted ways with his own official website. I am not kidding.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
I know. Details are scarce, but Vince Russo put out an announcement basically stating that he is no longer in any way affiliated with his official website, pyroandballyhoo.com. Yes, that's his former actual website. Wow. He basically said, as of today, I'm no longer associated with the website in any way, shape, or form. I will not be posting anything, blogs, videos, podcasts from this point going forward. I am in no way any longer associated with the site. Please know if you renew your monthly membership, you will not be getting any content from Vince Russo from this day going forward. I will ask you not to buy any Russo merchandise because I no longer have access to the orders. I'll keep you updated on all my future endeavors on my Facebook page. As always, I have been and still am very thankful for your support. I'll keep you posted. Peace, Vince. So, yes, Russo has swerved himself by parting ways with his own website. Russoception.
Man, I kind of wish I didn't have a 5th award. Nothing can beat that.
You can
Just
do it,
trying to,
Hammy.
yeah, I know. I'm just trying to picture it, like, him just be like, "What can I do? I know."
He's now going to work for Wikipedia, where he'll totally destroy the WCW page.
Yes. All right. So my last award is the Don't Crack Up Award for Seth Rollins appearing on the Daily Show and interrupting Jon Stewart's moment of zen at the end, and it was pretty funny. And it looked like a couple times Seth was trying not to start laughing. But I think he did it really well too, because at the one part he's just like, "Yeah, you could use some beard conditioner." And he like kind of looks at the camera and like strokes his beard a little bit. And I was like, that's cool. We can roll with it. But
Yeah.
I just thought that was pretty neat. Still a strange feud, but I mean, there have been stranger, so.
Yep.
Yep. It's not the strangest of the celebrity feuds.
No.
But it does lead to a very interesting question that goes back to a debate we were having a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Can Seth Rollins cash in his briefcase for the title of host of The Daily Show?
He should.
That should happen.
That would actually be really funny if they like did that. And just one day, like in the middle of the show, he just cashes it in, just like clotheslines him, and then just sits down and just starts doing all the stuff.
That would be amazing.
That would be funny.
All right, so now on to our match and
And now,
promo.
for a report on this story, we now go to our pundit, Jamie Noble.
It's windy out there, and then it just goes.
Exactly.
Just like a southern version of that dude on Family Guy. It's raining.
Exactly.
Like that guy. Just southern.
Ah, yes, Ollie Williams.
Yeah.
Black you with a report.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
All right, so now with match and promo of the night, take it away, Mole.
Me and Marcus had the exact same opening, so you don't need to come back to us. Or promo, which is the opening, I should state. And that is the opening of Orton versus The Authority, which was kind of well done, where they were like teasing whether or not Orton's going to turn, and they're like, oh no, wait, this is what we're going to do here, and they sort of brought him back into the family a little bit, and they're like, come on, Orton, just see sense, and they're like trying to talk him down, if that makes sense, and I like that. And my match of the night was Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and Randy Orton. The matchup itself was okay, but I wanted to give it to this mainly because of the ending, where Orton goes into the corner and he's going to punt Seth Rollins. He's going to punt him, and then he goes forward and just helps him up, and then shakes his hand and leaves. And I'm like, that was good, because everyone's like, wait, what? And Orton and Big Show, Kane, and Seth Rollins, or Big Show and Kane, all looking at you like, the fuck just happened? Because you even see him go to punt him, and it looked like he was actually going to punt him, and it's like, no. And I'm like, that's kind of funny. I like that.
Randy Swerve.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Right. It was a Randy Swerve. He's killing the legend of his own kick. So,
all right, is that all you saw was Raw then?
Yeah, that's all I saw.
Okay.
Because it's worth noting over here, SmackDown airs on a Friday, and Xenoverse was released on Friday. So
gotcha.
Priorities.
Hey,
Yeah,
I don't.
can't blame 'em. Yeah.
Hey, we're not supposed. I don't have to watch SmackDown anymore. So it's like, I only need to watch one. Plus, I made it different by making news instead of just what happened on Raw. So cool.
Nice.
In fact, I don't think any of my awards this week were anything to do with Raw besides ZZ Top happened to be there, because even the other one was pre-show. It was pre-show,
Yeah.
ZZ Top and all news.
Yeah.
That's how good Raw was this week, really, people.
Yeah.
Even Marcus didn't have a match of the night because he's like, oh, all the
Wow.
matches were shit.
I believe it.
I disagreed, but mainly because I thought the last match was kind of fun. But back to Hammy.
All right, so
Our
with
brave
your
little toaster.
brave. Okay. All right, so with your match and promo of the night, take it away, Jim.
Alrighty. Well, I gave my promo of the night to the Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns promo. One, because okay, it was a little bit forced, but I still like the fact that they at least had the WWE writers at least had the intelligence to realize that they could use Daniel Bryan to put over Roman Reigns to some extent. So at least they realized a way to get around the problem they had without trying to shove Roman Reigns down everybody's throats and still have the audience booing every show. It's like, okay, at least you thought it out a little bit.
Yeah,
I
also
it out.
I could see that. I also made the comment to someone, I can't remember which one, of, to be fair, people would talk about how awesome the Fastlane match was between Daniel Bryan and Reigns and how much of a good match it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then the same people then turn around and say, which is proof Bryan carried Reigns. And I'm like, to be fair, you can only carry someone so far. It takes two to tango.
They can't wrestle himself out there.
It does.
Yeah.
And I also give part of that award was also for Daniel Bryan trolling the crowd by presenting the first half of the promo, talking up everything before the match, like, oh, Roman Reigns was a joke, he wasn't anything, I was gonna beat him, I could take the reins, I could go to WrestleMania, yes, 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 yes. But then you proved me wrong, and you were the better man, you beat me, boom. Like, ha ha ha, Daniel Bryan trolled you.
Yes, which is a great way of putting him over. Piss off the fans you're trying to then get to agree with him.
Yeah.
It's almost like
Just put
WWE
me
wants. Yeah. It's almost like WWE wants him to fail. I mean, they're literally they're literally just like one promo away from putting him in red, white, and blue and giving him a tour bus. When Lex himself was a great, in my opinion, wrestler, at a certain point, he has done some great feuds. He's done great stuff. He's not Hulk Hogan. You can't put him in red, white, and yellow, get him to tour the country as being like, "Hi, I'm Lex. I'm so patriotic." That's not him.
Yeah.
He's more, "I want to work out and kick your ass." That's him.
Mm-hmm. Does this mean that Roman Reigns is going to show up wherever TNA is filming in a mall next week?
Yep. Which, to be fair, you just answered your own question. That's exactly where TNA films, in a mall. A Darth Mall. Bum, bum, bum.
Nice.
That joke doesn't even work. It's just slightly topical because people know Star Wars is a thing again.
Pretty much.
No films, everyone goes, okay, that was a thing. And then it's like, okay. Reason the continuity.
Wait a minute. Star Wars is a thing again. That means props and movies will be available again. Time to bring back the Shockmaster.
Yep.
Oh, they almost should. Okay. You know how it took them a while to rip off Legion of Doom or whatever. They should almost do that. Is take gimmicks that could have been good but were terrible, and then just try that again instead of not Mantar, but like something else. Anyway.
They did rip off Legion of Doom. Demolition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I meant but there was like a big gap in between like the last time they did that.
Okay.
Like, yeah, no, I'm
I thought you went about the Ascension. I was like, but Demolition existed. People forget they were a rip-off.
Yes.
No, I remember, but that was like I'm thinking like that. There was such a gap where usually it seems like if something's successful, they'll like Hollywood, they'll just do it every couple of years, and it's surprising that it took them that length of time to rip them off. I guess again,
it was, which it does work. The Legion of Doom gimmick is great. Have come out, look like awesomeness with spiked pads and shit, kick ass and leave. That's totally works. Although I will say I wish the Ascension had more of the motorbike mentality that Legion of Doom had, instead of we have the symbol from the US coin at the pyramid with the eye, because JBL's our master.
Ah.
JBL, our Lord and Master.
That needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Just like they need to introduce in one next year for the Hall of Fame, it needs to be Shockmaster, Orlando Jordan, Virgil, and Giant Gonzalez all in one Hall of Fame class, and that'll be it. Then whatever you introduce next year will suddenly seem awesome in comparison.
There you go.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying they were going to have that, and then someone was going to cash in to be in the Hall of Fame.
That'd be amazing. Hulk Hogan does it to get his ring back since he gave it to Abyss. Because Hall of Fame rings are totally Green Lantern rings.
Yes.
That should be a gimmick.
I now want to see Abyss crash at WWE Hall of Fame ceremony and try to steal all the rings.
They should let him in. They should be like, I don't know, sir. And he just shows the ring and they're like, oh, right this way. It's like a free pass.
Yeah. He needs to wear them on all his hands, just wear loads of Hall of Fame rings and basically be the Mandarin.
That'd be great. Amazing. I know, and the ironic thing is, pending contraction, Vince let him do it too, because if you watch Monday Night Wars, it's like Vince said, which show are you going to watch? It's the one with nobody on it or the one with everybody on it?
And that is true. They should totally bring in Abyss. Because one fat out of shape version of Kane's not enough.
Well, in all fairness, the one fat out of shape version of Kane is probably going to retire soon.
Yeah, well.
Ow, he's immortal.
Yeah. Let's face it. At this point, WrestleMania 32, it's in Texas. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Undertaker versus Kane, and they're both going to retire.
That could happen. But again, it's in Texas. This could be where the Lone Ranger appears.
No.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
Nice. I kind of want that for a gimmick of WWE, the Lone Ranger. That'd be amazing. Bring back Tatanka as Tomko. Or what the fuck his name is? Tonto.
Tonto?
Tonto.
When the hell was Tatanka Tomko? That would have been weird.
No, I'm, I'd support that, actually.
I like Tatanka.
Tatanka, give me a beat. No.
Yeah.
But Tatanko. His name is Tatanko. Tatanko, give me a beat. No.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said, Tatanka as Tonto. It could be kind of cool, but like I said, I liked Tatanka, but I think he got really, I don't know, crapped on his own legend by bringing him back as fat out of shape Tatanka years later and jobbing him out to like Matt Hardy and shit on SmackDown.
Pretty much.
Because now when people think Tatanka, they think fat out of shape Indian dude that's really slow to do a run.
Yep.
And that's a shame, because I like Tatanka.
Yeah.
Indeed.
All right.
But did Jim mention his match of the night?
I did not get there yet. My match that I gave it to the main event because it was kind of fun. That's pretty much it.
I didn't think you had main events in the US anymore.
Shut up.
That's what I do.
You can't steal that. That's Richter Hammer's catchphrase.
That is the catchphrase of my client, Richter Hammer.
All right. So you said Marcus, his match was the same, right? But the promo
No,
was
his
different?
promo was the same. He had no match.
Oh, okay.
Which means it's all up to you, Rick. This is
All
what
right,
we've been working for.
Uh-oh.
From
This
the
is your moment.
castle in the air.
This is where you become the next big thing.
All
And
right.
Jim, spotlight on Rick.
So for my match of the night, I gave it to the main event on NXT, the Brian Kendrick versus Finn Balor, just because it was a decent. It was probably the best match, even though it had a lot of focus on Kevin Owens talking. But there was one part that I thought was really cool was the Brian Kendrick did a really nice tiger suplex on Finn, and I like I thought he brained him with it. I was like, oh, like it looked like he hit rough, but like right on the back of his neck. But it was, and you don't see those much anymore, so I was glad to see one of those. And then my promo of the night involves Mr. Solomon Crow because he interrupted a match to talk. You know, the generic stuff of like, oh, I'm gonna be champion or whatever. But I kind of like that his gimmick's kind of like he's a hacker, like he just takes the stream over, you know. And one time, I think it was on the Rival when they mentioned it, but I like that the announcers and like really what's going on, they don't see it basically. I mean, obviously they do, but I like that they don't talk about it as though it's only the people viewing it see it, kind of like when they were first doing those. I think that's pretty cool actually.
Yeah, that is a cool gimmick. It's like when we were talking a while back, I mentioned, in my opinion, the way to do a modern Undertaker is not Bray Wyatt.
Mm-hmm.
It's something like a hacker, because he was supernatural at the time when everyone's like a character and supernatural. Doing a hacker now gives you an idea, a way of doing the same thing and the same types of mind games, but without having to rely on the belief of supernatural things.
Yeah.
But didn't they already do that? Wasn't that Chris Jericho?
No, he was just someone that had the numbers on the screen. Similar
enough.
to the Matrix. And then his career just sort of fizzled out. Similar to the Matrix.
All right. So, this is anything else to add? I think this wraps up another X marks the spot.
Solomon Crow is a hacker. They totally need to bring in or bring back Cyber Sunday as a pay-per-view.
There you go.
And that's where he debuts on the main roster.
That would be cool.
The best part to really make it a great debut for him would be if that's not even supposed to be the pay-per-view. He literally hacks and changes what pay-per-view is supposed to be.
Yeah,
I think a great way for him to get over is like if they had one of those ones where you vote and it's like it's a Falls Count Anywhere, a Street Fight, or whatever the third one was, and then like he
no holds barred match.
Yeah, no holds barred, and then it like cuts to him and he's like, those are the same thing. I know it, and then he like actually switches them to different things. And the fans like, those are the same things, yay!
He swaps them to ladder TLC. No.
Yeah.
But I think that would also be cool for a GM. I know some people are probably going to assume Joker Sting was like this, but it wasn't really. That'd be like a hackerish gimmick mixed with like a bit of an internet troll would be great for someone to be like a co-owner of WWE with like the authority. So it's like, okay, and the authority can do their promos every week and still do as they do now. But then every now and again, this guy with like an anonymous style mask or something like that would just come on and be like, I've made some changes to the program. And it's like some stupid, bad shit, insane change. That'd be fucking awesome to watch. And would make it like, oh my god, anything can happen, because is he going to be here this week? Like, suddenly he just turns around and changes, like, the main event, so it's no longer a tag team match between Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns versus Orton and Seth Rollins, using this week's example. Instead, it's going to be a fatal four-way Hell in a Cell, or something like that. It's like, wait, what?
Nah.
With the winner becoming Spanish announce table.
Nice.
Yay. Well,
We want Orton table. Yes. And then they'll bring back Rene Dupree as the French announce table.
Ah,
What about? Oh wait, never mind. I was gonna say Rob Conway, but that was his partner, wasn't it?
It was.
one of.
Yeah.
Or don't forget Sylvain Grenier.
That's okay. That was the guy I was thinking. I was like, I don't remember the other guy's name. All right. So there you have it. Another successful X marks the spot. And I'd like to thank Chriz, aka the Mole, and James Phoenix for joining me this evening.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I do believe I deserve double thanks for also having to pull a double shift.
He does.
That's true. And thank you very much to Chriz, aka the Mole, for subbing in for our own little Marcus Shadow.
Mhm.
And it was a pleasure. I did my best. I got into character. I totally just killed McCullen Copeland. And I was good to go.
And remember, audience, if you like 200% Mole and 0% Marcus Shadow, let us know on Twitter at the XPound.
Hashtag give Mole a chance.
Yes.
Approved.
Or hashtag one mole match. Thank you.
Nice.
Why isn't that a thing already? All right, so thank you everyone for listening. Tune in next week, next Saturday, when we have another X Marks for you with recapping the week in wrestling and what we liked and what we thought was pretty good. So thank you very much and good night.